Hello, welcome everybody. Today we are at tennisvereniging Nieuwersloot, my favorite club in the world. And today we're going to do how to defend like a pro. I'm going to start right now. Oké. Ah, lekker boelie! And we have sales on justpadel.com. I like it. You like it? Good match. We're going to work on your defense today. We're going to make you a better defender in 2026, but that starts now. So what do you need to do to become a very good defender? The paddle game gets quicker and quicker and quicker. Players at the net become really good in playing vibras, playing kick smashes, playing roulos. They're becoming very complete. So you need to change the way that you're defending. So today, drills, technical tips, tactical tips, and goals that you need to reach in order to become a master at the back of the court, because the back of the court is something you should spend 80% of your time in, because it's that important. We did a training with Dora, Bojana and Alice. They have been playing the FIP in Lelystad and I coached them again, which was really fun. And we did some exercises with them that you can also do. So let's start with the first one. And the goal of the first exercise is that you make your swing smaller. So I wrote down a list of things that you need to reach in order to become a very good defender in paddle. And one of the most important things in defense is, one, you want to make your preparation as short as possible. And the way to achieve this, play a half volley rally, because it not only improves your timing, but you need to make your swing very short and small to have this timing, which is one of the most important things. And you want to become quicker in defending because you want to take the time away from the net players. So doing this half volley drill is something you can easily do with a friend, 1 against 1, play half volley drill, so both play half volley to half volley, and you can continue the rally as long as you possibly can. And in this way, you improve your timing, you improve the shortness of your swing, and you become very good in playing before the glass, because that sometimes is underused. Goal number 2 is hide your intentions. Most of you are coming from tennis, so you tend to have a very long backswing or a swing that shows if you're going to play the lob, or that you're going to play down, or that you're going to play with spin. I think you need to find a way to play with one preparation, at least when you're using the glass, that doesn't show what you're doing. So then as a drill, what you could do is you decide when you play the lob, you're at the defense. So I'm either going to play down or up from the same preparation. So I cannot show my opponent what I'm going to do. So you play a rally where the point starts whenever I am going to lob or play the chiquita. So it's low, 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 and the defender decides when to start the rally, and that's either from the glass chiquita or from the glass lob. And in this way you can train and hide your intentions. If you're not using the glass, you can be closed, because that's something you want to do and you want to work on. I will tell that later in the video. But if you're using the glass, you don't want to be this straight, because if the ball's coming in this way, I cannot play the lob. It's really difficult. I have to change last second. If I open the preparation in this way, which is something that you should do, and also to have it frozen, if you're preparing very late, you have no time to play the lob, and you will always play fast. So the net players will probably know that the ball is coming fast and low, and they can anticipate on it. So you want to be in this way, and you want to play the lob, and you want to play down, or spin last second. You can change if the ball is easy. That's goal number 2 that you should reach. Goal number 3 is play with topspin without the glass. So when you're not using the glass, play with topspin. So what I want you to do is make your swing small and play the topspin from your arm and not from the wrist. So we did this drill with the ladies where they have to play half volleys all the time, but half volley with topspin. Because if you're half volleying with slice, for instance, the ball will float and you will get killed. So make sure to be all low with your preparation, racket neutral, and close it. Close it. Hands close to each other. So left hand on the racket with the backhand, left hand close to the right hand when you're playing the forehand, because you can learn to play from a very small and hiding your attentions preparation. And because hiding your attentions also means like, okay, guys, when I'm preparing from this position, what am I going to do? Probably fast. If I'm playing from this preparation, what am I going to do? I can do both. I can play fast and I can play slow. But once I start to prepare my racket from this position, or this position, or this position, I am not going to play slow. And then make sure to turn and hold, turn and hold. So many of you are doing this, the ball will get higher, instead of playing down. Yeah, so I'm gonna hide my intentions. So Sasha did not know what was coming. Okay, I'm gonna make my swings larger or higher. So whenever I'm playing now and I have my racket in this position, you know what's going on. So when I'm preparing in this way, I played my chiquita like very small. And if I play chiquita, I don't need a lot of power. If I need to play the lob, I don't need a lot of power. I just need a long follow through. Yeah, so I was not showing my intentions now that I played like an angle. And also when I prepared, I was like extremely early with the preparation. So I should hide my intentions when I play the lob, for instance. You couldn't see now that I played the lob. Also not now. And in this way, your opponent might have an amazing overhead, but maybe you're just showing that you play the lob, or they can see it, so they already move backwards and they have time to defend your lob at the net. Goal number 3, play lower over the net. So many of you are doing one thing with your footwork fundamentally wrong, which makes it easy for the net players because they're getting a very high volley. So let's change one thing to become better in defending and a way to play lower over the net. So what you're doing wrong is this. Let's have a look if you can see it. I'm doing it a bit too much. So I'm going up when I hit the ball. So many of you are defending and you're going up when you're hitting it. What you want to do is to hold your final position. So whenever you're defending, stay, stay, stay. So whenever you're defending, stay, stay, stay. And if the ball is high, you don't have, a lot of coaches will say, bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Yeah, but if the ball is high, you don't have to bend your knees. But you don't want to go down when you hit. You don't want to go up when you hit. You want to remain on the same height, which helps you to have the follow through forwards instead of upwards. So then the next tip would be is to lob with the intention to take time away from the net players. So many of you are lobbing from this position, which to intermediate level is fine. But once you want to become better, or whenever somebody has a very good overhead, or if you are a female player and you're playing against guys all the time, and you're complaining about, yeah, but they have such hard smashes. Well, if they have such hard smashes, your lob is terrible. Sorry, ladies. So whenever you're lobbing, avoid playing from closer to the glass. Make sure to play from closer to the service line. You can also play down. Yeah, I think it's better to be careful with the volley rally with guys because their reactions are quicker most of the time. So then it would be better to lob them and just to take the net. Because if you're at the net or you're defending, it should not matter so much. So what I would like to say, if you have the intention to take the net or to create time with the lob, you're doing it wrong. So, of course, you want to win the net, but if you lob from the service line position or slightly behind it, you will take the time away from the net players and they cannot hurt you so much with the lob. Then the drill would be is to play without the lob. So now we did a drill with Bojana, Alice and with Dora. Alice is #1 from Romania, Bojana is #1 from Serbia and Dora is #1 from Tunisia. They're around top 300. And what they are working on is actually before the glass, sometimes to keep it more down, but also when to play the lob. Their defense is good, especially from Dora, who's a very good defender, really good, especially for somebody who's not from Spain. But whenever they are playing higher lobs, they can hurt them. So whenever you're playing the high lobs, this can happen. So the net players have time to play very aggressive fibulas. I've watched the ladies at the FIB silvers, the FIB bronzes, and whenever the ball is high, and not even they don't have to be from Spain. They can be from England, from the UK, and they can play aggressive fibulas. So you want to avoid them playing aggressive fibulas. So you want to make them run more. So Alice and Bojana, I've coached them a lot on play quicker lobs. So in this drill, what we did is you cannot play the lob, you can only play the slice lob, so the offensive lob. So you need to find a good moment when to play the lob, because knowing how to execute the lob is important, but also knowing when. So you need to feel that you are close to the glass. You need to feel that you're close to the service line. If you can feel the difference and know this position equals that movement, you're playing Padel. So drill number 2 is also for the footwork, is to rotate with 2. So I had the chance of doing 1 against 1 where I also was playing with the ladies. But playing 1 and then moving away is a very good drill to activate the footwork and to focus on playing longer from the low position and to become better in moving. Because if I see the Spanish ladies, they're not so tall, but their movement is really, really good. And because they move so well, they're not making so many errors. The next goal is that besides moving the attackers from forwards to backwards, you also want to move them from left to right. Whenever you're playing on the right side, you need to make sure that you're playing ball straight, because the player on the backhand side has always a backhand there. And if you can do that, you can make them move and make space. Once you move 2 players sideways, you can make them move a lot, and you can also create space in that way. So you can also create space to play the chiquita, and with those soft angles you can make them move a lot. And if you play quicker, so also with the half volley or with the volley, you can hurt them a lot. It's very important when to move your opponent from left to right. So when I'm turned, for instance, I try to play to the middle because it's an easier option. So what's quite important that I know how far, like I'm close to the glass now, so I'm not gonna try to play the angle to Sasha her forehand. So moving your opponent from left to right is also depending on where I am. So now I can play more downward, so I made a mistake. But that was a good moment to make the angle. So now just defending middle. Now I could do it. So what you want is to play already 1 against 1 and to find the right moment to play in the middle or to the body, or when to make the angle left to right. Then there is another drill that you can do, is to change the speed all the time. So I play soft, I play fast. From one preparation, I play fast, soft. Oh, but also is move in and play soft. Oh, play a softer one. Yeah, I can play quicker. And in this way, Sasha's never ready and Sasha doesn't get into a rhythm because I'm changing the speed all the time. So to create your own drills or to do something in the warm-up before you're playing the real match, I think it's good to play with limitations. So play without lob, play only chiquita, play only volley lob. Because you can master playing against certain type of players. So for instance, if the volleys are amazing, play more lobs, so that you are not allowed to play a lot of shots down. If there are players that are playing far from the net, play down or win the chiquitas. If you play against people that have really good overheads, play matches that you only have to play the volley lobs. So in this way you're creating game plans that you can put into practice against certain type of players, because you're playing in a way that can get your opponent in their weakness instead of in their strength. Because if you play one certain type of paddle, it's either very good against them or very weak against them. So you need to create multiple plans. Another drill which is very good to do is that you're allowed to play every single shot, but you're not allowed to take the net. You need to play from defense. The net players cannot play a drop shot, but you need to make them run from forwards to backwards, from left to right, everywhere, but you're not going to the net. In this way you learn to defend the proper way without rushing in. So if you're somebody that is always rushing from the back, taking the net, playing fast, this is fantastic to do. I will do it with Sas. I'm gonna play down, for instance, and then I'm playing the lob, but I'm staying at the back. So I need to make a lot of hours when defending, playing some soft shots, playing angles, and just staying here. And Sas needs to beat me. Ball is coming. Venga. I'm playing the lob, I'm going back again. So I'm just staying here, grinding to get the point. And you can play matches against 10. So first to 10. And you know that, out. So double the second bounce counts. In this way you can make two people compete against each other. It's really fun. But also you can say, listen, you played at the net. This guy was not allowed to take the net and you still lost. So what are you going to do? This is how to play Padel. So if you like these videos, ladies and gentlemen, please let me know below. Which drill is your favorite? Let me know below. Make sure to follow Bojana, Dora and Alice on Instagram. I will put them in the description below. And I see you next Monday. Hasta luego. Ciao. Adios.